What a very interesting time to be alive right now, isn't it? The black cube of deception covering the earth right now. And all people care about is football games and baseball games. At least people around me, right? Oof. So anyways, today I'm going to uncover for you some revelations that I had in the past day that are kind of amazing. And then we're going to go from there. Just going to kick out the jams. Just like I do, I'm going to kick out the jams. So check this out. In Genesis, there are 50 chapters. 50 chapters in Genesis. And in the book of Revelation, there are 22 chapters. 50 is the Jubilee. 22 is the amount of letters in the Hebrew alphabet. Interesting facts. So if you take these two numbers and you add them together, nothing mysterious. You just got to know the formulas. 50 plus 22 equals 72. What is 72? Well, Jesus was in the grave for 3 days, which is exactly 72 hours. That's interesting to me, because God says that he declares the end from the beginning. And so if we're looking at the first book and the last book of the Bible, we get the 3 days in the grave and then the resurrection. Very interesting to me. But what is another thing that I saw here? So if you take the numbers 15 and 22, 50 and 22, and you scramble them, you know what you get? You get 2025. Hello, 2025. The Pope, the Vatican, or whatever, is declaring 2025 the year of the Jubilee. The Jubilee year. That's huge for what I've been saying. Not only that, but you know what else 2025 is declared as? The year of peace and trust. What? Peace and safety. 2025 is being declared the Jubilee year and the year of peace and safety. Need I remind you guys why that matters so much? Peace and safety. Good for the world, right? They're going to be like, way, all right. Well, let's go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 15 chapter 5 verse 3. Now what does it say? When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them as a thief. Now, or as a woman in travail, excuse me. Now, as if this isn't amazing enough, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3, as I've shown, bring the numbers together. The 1 in 1 Thessalonians 15, and then 3, 1, 5, 3. And you multiply 15 times 3, you get the number 45. What is the number 45? Thank you very much. 25. Because 20 plus 25 is 45. And you get that from 1 Thessalonians 5, 3. 15 times 3 is 45. When they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction shall come upon them. And the year of 2025 is the year of peace and trust. And it is the Jubilee year. I mean, it's all coming together, guys. It's all coming together. And what happens when they say peace and safety? Well, sudden destruction comes upon them, but right before that, the verses right before that, in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, it says that the Lord shall descend from heaven with a shout, which means Teruah, for Yom Teruah, the Feast of Trumpets. Shout. With the voice of the archangel, and we are caught up to be with the Lord. What we commonly call the rapture when they say peace and safety. It's at the same time. Boom. There is a day when I would say that this is what they tell the world is a pole shift. Okay, a pole shift is when the magnetic poles, they're magnetic, shift. So what is in the north comes to the south, and what is in the south goes to the north. Just like the rapture. Something goes up and something comes down. And they call it, when the magnetic poles of the earth shift, a pole shift. And I would say that that is what the rapture is. We are magnetic beings. So our spirit goes up, and like the Bible talks about, the stars of heaven fall to the earth. So what is in the heavens comes to the earth. What is on the earth goes into the heavens. And they call it a pole shift, when the magnetic pole shift. Now remember, Earth is not a spinning ball. Earth is a flat plane. So up is up and down is down. Up is up and down is down. Because Earth is a flat plane. That's why they call it an airplane. It's going across a plane. Okay? But I'm not going to go too deep into that right now. So I thought these revelations are amazing. The fact that Genesis and Revelation, if you add them together, which is the amount of chapters, 50 chapters in Genesis, 22 chapters in Revelation, you have 72 chapters. That is 3 days, exactly. Interesting. And also 50 and 22 scrambled is 2025. God declares the end from the beginning. He says, I am the end and the beginning. So, big times rat. But people want to go to football games.